All right, I'm Steve Kellenhofer here with Elev8 Presents, and I'm with Dylan Kelly, aka DBK Glassblower. Thanks for joining us, Dylan. And first thing I'd like to ask is, how did you get into glassblowing?
Oh, thanks for having me. I was a sculptor and a potter in high school, and I worked at Van Briggle.
Really?
Yeah, I used to throw pots for tourists and
That's
stuff.
cool as well.
Yeah, it was fun, man. It was not the best job ever. We got paid $8 an hour to slave away, but it was a good experience for a production studio. Worked there for a little while. My dad ended up getting colon cancer and became the 9th person in the state to get his medical marijuana card. I had a friend who had a little crappy National hand torch and a oxygen tank that I bought from him for $300. And none of us had any clue what to do. He had a little bag of scrap colors and a little chunk of silver, which I didn't even touch the silver for a couple of years, or about a year before I realized what you could do with it.
Yeah.
But I sat down and just bought it from him and then messed around for a good 2 years before I actually met somebody who knew what they were doing.
Did you get a book or anything?
I didn't know.
Because the internet wasn't around then.
Yeah, I know. I had a Homer book. Yeah,
it was or whatever.
Yeah. But they didn't have anything with pipes or anything. It was mostly little sculptures and basic techniques, tube welding and whatnot. So I taught myself. I have a pile of the jankiest glass you've ever seen in your life. Like, for real, the jankiest stuff you've ever seen. But I got pretty efficient at it. I was encasing stuff. I made my own lattichinos. I'd put it on the outside of the tube, and then I'd cover the whole thing in 4 mil because that's what I thought inside out was. And did that for about 2 years before I met my buddy Carl Thacker. He still lives here in town. Came and he showed me how to do an inside-out reversal ball and a radicello, and explained to me what inside-out was. Obviously, it's a reversal thing. And from there, it was on. I was able to go on the internet and kind of reverse engineer everything. Kind of figured it out.
It's about the knowledge, what you know, and then
it's all about the knowledge. It's all about the little things in glass that really make huge differences in your capabilities. Really.
Yeah. Hell yeah. When did you start blowing glass?
2001. Yeah.
So yeah, you've been doing it a minute now.
I have.
You're one of the old schoolers in this industry.
Yep. Been doing it for 16 years.
Well, thank you for putting it into it, because that really, without people like you, it wouldn't be where we're at today. I truly believe.
You as well, man. Yeah.
Where did you start blowing glass?
Here in the Springs. My first setup was in our basement at our house. And we didn't know about ventilation. Like I said, we had no clue what the hell we were doing. We didn't know about ventilation. We'd go down there and we'd, drink an IPA or two and make a few things, and it'd just be super fucked up. And
lack of oxygen.
Yeah, lack of oxygen, breathing in the gases. So we figured out that we needed to put a fan in the window, and that still didn't work that good, so we moved it out to the garage.
It was like that weird little cage. Like, our basement had this weird cage. It was either S&M or dog breeding. I don't know. But it was like ceiling to wall, like metal cage, and that's where he set up the glass blower.
Yeah. That's neat. Oh, and it had the metal cage before you guys put the glass blower.
Yeah.
All right. I'm feeling it. Yeah. That's neat. Where are you blowing glass now?
I have my own studio, DBK Glass Creations, at 2833 North El Paso, Colorado Springs.
And do you have a website that people could check out as well?
Yeah, dbkglasscreations.com.
Awesome.
Facebook, Instagram, all the above.
What's your Instagram tag?
Instagram is DBK...
You have DBK Glass is you, and then DBK_glass_shop. Is our studio.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So everybody out there, go check out Dylan and support him.
Heck yeah, man. Awesome.
Who do you look up to in the glass game?
Mickelson is one of my favorites just because he is absolutely, his style. He has incredible flow to his artwork, basically. There's nothing that shouldn't be there. It all is really clean work.
The cleanliness, I think, is what defines an artist.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, definitely. The cleanliness and, the appearance, the overall aesthetics of it too has a big difference. A lot of people tend to go really gaudy or, you know,
because it's art, right?
Yeah,
and they don't know when to stop.
Yeah, and I'm actually really bad about that myself.
Me too.
But it's all about the balance. So.
Yeah.
Mickelson is excellent. Joe Peters is a wonderful sculptor. I'd definitely like to collab with a few of those guys eventually. So.
Hell yeah. What is your favorite technique?
My new one that I just invented.
Soon to come here, and maybe we'll see you before the new year?
I hope so. I think, I'd like to do the initial release in October, if possible, depending on how quickly everything can be developed. So
fresh, man. So everybody should stay on the lookout for the DBK new design coming out.
Yeah.
And I did get a sneak peek, and it's phenomenal. It's cool as fuck.
Thank you very much.
Cool. Do you have a particular style that is yours that you love to do?
Inside Out is definitely what I'm known for. It's what I did forever. Really good at it. I like colors, so it's a good way to like mix and match colors and show them off. And sculpting, I think, are my two most known things.
You got that thing here. I mean, you guys can't see it here, but he's got this pendant on, Mario pendant, and I think maybe you did that one for the event.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
It's a series that I got postponed because of my new technique that I come up with. I'm developing that, but I want to do a series of big anime eyes. Characters. Basically.
I know when I seen that, I was like, motherfucker, pulling shit out his ass again, because it's pimp, dude. It's on point and it's clean and great job.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Who do you currently work with?
As far as glassblowers?
Yeah, or I guess anybody really.
Mostly
probably glassblowers.
My wife does the majority of our business running. Several of the glassblowers. Josh Dreadbeard is his glassblowing name. But he's been helping me. I've been training him on the new line that we're producing.
Yeah.
And we have several different glassblowers that work out of our studios. Boro not changed its name to something.
RL Functional.
Zombie
Glass. Yeah. Nelson Mandela Glass, which now he's Mandela Glass Miniatures.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people that rent space in our shop that we work with. Ghost Glass and.
Yeah.
I've been. Not producing as much glass as I have been, or as I have in the past. I've kind of got...
Well, you got a lot of projects going on now.
Yeah, I do. And I've been, I've worked really hard for a long time. I figured if I worked, produced enough stuff, I could get my name known, or like, production was my thing for a long time. And I realized that wasn't the way to go. So I kind of took a step back a few years back, and we developed a shop, and I've been trying to, everybody who has a name has like a thing, and, I've never been about that. I've always been about developing as many different styles as I possibly can and getting good at glass blowing. People who get names tend to have a thing, and
they can only do one or two things very, very well.
Yeah, absolutely.
But other
stuff,
stuff,
been super versatile.
Right.
Yeah, and I've never had a thing that's been mine. So that's really what I've been kind of searching for the past couple of years, was trying to find something that really speaks to me and that I can grasp onto and kind of go with, which I finally did. So
hell yeah. It's about search and destroy, man.
Yeah.
What do you see for your future in the glass industry?
Art. I'd really like to get to the point to where I can actually start, throwing down, Yushin and, Darby and all these guys type pieces, to where I could actually spend the time and not worry about selling the product afterwards necessarily, I don't know.
Yeah, art definitely takes a long time to produce something super clean, super how you want it to be.
Yeah.
And then the more techniques you want to implement them.
Exactly.
And then that's more time and time and time and time.
Yeah.
Being able to afford artistic freedom has been our struggle, because we just
Yeah, I've
The
had
dollar
amount.
ideas. I've had ideas that I've been sitting on for 10 years now. That I'm after I develop this, I'm actually gonna start working on that type thing. So I've got things in the plans, in the works, but it's it's all about time and money basically. So.
Yep, and both of those things are a finite supply.
Yep.
What is your hobby outside of glass?
Children.
Yes.
And is that a hobby?
You keep making them, damn it. No.
Maybe making the children is a great. Well.
Yeah. No. Is that a hobby? That's a great hobby.
Yeah.
I like golf. It's a fun one. Anything athletic, hiking type stuff. Family, anything family oriented.
Well, now with the glass blowing, the new projects, and then the family going on, you probably don't have a whole lot of hobby time.
I don't. I love golfing. I got really good at it for a while. I think I've gone like 3 times in the past 3 years. So.
So if you ever do go golfing, hit me up and I'll go with you.
Awesome.
I used to golf a long time ago too, but like you get busy and the hobbies go away.
Right.
Yeah.
So 2 last important questions are A, do you believe in aliens? And if so, what do you think the alien would do for a Klondike bar?
Aliens are questionable. Ancient civilization, highly technological. Yeah, possibility. Aliens, this space is pretty big to have people come to visit us all the way from here. I think if people think it's aliens, it's most likely our government. What would they do for a Klondike bar? They would bomb the shit out of anybody to get it. So
because they're that good, right?
They're that good, yeah.
Well, cool, Dylan. Thanks a lot for your time. Thanks a lot for the interview.
Yeah.
And if there's anything you want to say to your fans, man, let them know.
Love you guys. Thanks for supporting me over the years. I appreciate it. Good things to come. So hopefully like what I'm about to produce as well.
Hell yeah, right on. Y'all have a great one. And if you want to see more stuff, check out Elev8presents.com. And that was it.
Cool.
So hopefully that wasn't too bad. And 12 minutes.